Hello, my name is Bobby Kwasniewski, and today I'll be sharing with you my pet peeve speech on littering. Before I begin, I'd like to ask a question to the audience. Audience, have you ever littered before?
Yes.
Have you ever thought to yourself about what this can cause to the environment?
No.
This is exactly the issue I have today with littering. People not taking into consideration what littering can do to our waterways, parks, and cities. Right here, I have a pop can holder. Would you like to see what this can cause to animals?
Yes.
This possum is slowly suffocating to death because of our own actions. People not thinking about how throwing anything on the ground won't cause any issues. This is just a small example of how our actions can lead to the suffering of others. Now, just as a little background of why I'm talking to you about this today. I love to fish. I'm an avid fisherman. I try to get out as much as I can. And every time I go out to fish, I notice a bundle of line, an old water bottle, an old chip bag. I just think to myself how lazy people can be by not picking their own stuff up and throwing it where it needs to be. Instead, they leave it on the ground, and because it's plastic, it never decomposes. An animal comes along not knowing that it's food and tries to get into it and possibly dies. So next time, think about it first. Now, it is very likely that you, who are watching, have littered before. According to Keep America Beautiful, approximately 43% of the United States has admitted to littering. Now, with 50 billion pieces of litter across the country, that equates to about 152 pieces of litter for every U.S. resident. Think about that for a second. Think about walking outside of your door and seeing 50 billion pieces of litter right in front of your house. Would you like that? Do you think the animals like that? No, I don't think so. And this is why littering needs to stop. People need to become more mindful of their own actions and take credibility for it. Now, littering is destructive and frustrating, but with a few simple solutions, I believe that we can reduce littering. Implementing more trash cans and recycling bins in public areas, encouraging community cleanups, and deposit return incentives for recycling bins, and also enforcing stronger law. For my first solution, implementing more trash cans and recycling bins in public areas. Now, I understand trash is a burden to carry sometimes, but you can't be lazy enough to just want to throw it on the ground because you can't carry it to the closest trash can. By having more trash cans and recycling bins in public spaces will allow people to see where they're at and be more inclined to want to throw away their trash in that trash can. Now, keep in mind, these do need to be regularly maintained. If not, we don't want an overflow of trash, which would be more litter in our country. For my next solution, which would be encouraging community cleanups. Not only will we be cleaning parks, streets, and waterways, this can also send a message to the community and make them mindful of their actions. Them seeing truly what this is causing can maybe allow them to not want to throw away their water bottle on the ground. Instead, they can throw it in the bin. This also educates kids and adults about the impacts on animals and the environment. Some ways for motivation to get for people to want to do this would be volunteer hours for students, and also maybe they can get a free ice cream cone from the local ice cream shop. Whichever ways to get people to want to throw away trash, and whatever ways can help get rid of this litter issue. For my third solution, we have incentive deposit return systems. Now, Canada and Europe have already adopted this. People say want to buy a Coke. A small fee will be placed with that Coke, and if they return that bottle, they will get money back. This encourages them to want to throw away their water bottle and recycle anything that they have. This is also an opportunity of income. People can go collect bottles, return it, and they get money for it. How cool is that? Areas that have adopted this have already shown significant decreases in littering. Even if each water bottle is 5 or 10 cents a piece, this is still money in people's pockets, and it's easy money for them. Get up off your butt, go pick up a water bottle, throw it in there. Cha-ching, you got money. For my last example would be law enforcement. Having more post signs showing what can happen if you litter will hopefully make people not want to litter as much, showing what fines they can receive, any penalties. Having more surveillance videos around largely polluted areas to try and figure out, what's truly causing this. Is it people, or is it, whatever wind, whatever it can be. Ensuring more fines to people so they truly get in trouble instead of getting a slap on the wrist and say, hey, don't do that again. No, we need stricter laws. Together, let's kick trash in the bin and put an end to littering.